afternoon. My name is Johan Gomez, and I'm going to be talking about the environment that I grew up on. The first thing I want you guys to do is to close your eyes and imagine for a second what it would be like to enjoy lots of outside time and being in the great outdoors and not having to worry about video games or TV time. With that being said, I just wanted to thank you for the time here and taking this moment to allow me to communicate about the environment in which I grew up on. The reason why I chose the environment in which I grew up is because where I come from, there's no video games, there's no TV 24/7. So you get to spend a lot of time outside, just enjoying nature and enjoying the great outdoors. My goal is to show you that as a youth, we can actually grow to be healthier by just going outside and not staying inside and not doing outdoor activities. First, I'm going to talk about the environment in which I grew up and how it shaped me into who I am. I'm going to go into talking about love for nature and talking about the respect for everyone else, older or not. Since I got to spend so much time outside, I got to enjoy different types of birds. I got to enjoy all the beauties of being outside. So that time that I spent out there really got me to communicate with nature itself. It also educated me on how to respect everyone in general. Just for being outside and interacting with different people, it allowed me to communicate better and also to understand that whoever is a little older might have more experience and therefore I should provide more respect towards them. Next, I want to talk about why and how everyone can benefit from by knowing the environment in which I grew up on. By knowing where I came from, you can actually compare to the environment that you grew up on and kind of see if it was better or worse. And not only a comparison, but also as a way of analyzing and seeing if it's better for yourself or your kids to grow up in a different kind of environment. Like I said before, and I repeat once again, just being able to enjoy nature itself, interact with your parents outside. I got to do a lot more activities with my parents than if we were just being inside doing nothing, playing video games and watching television. This also allowed me to become a better parent myself. Just because I spent time outside and an environment in which I grew up on, now that allows me to teach my son how to also go outside and enjoy nature and how to be a better person in general. Thirdly, I'm going to talk about why is the environment in which I grew up so important. Lessons that we have learned from it, that I have learned from it, and becoming a role model as an adult. With that being said, lessons that I learned that I should respect everyone, that I should love nature, that I should not mistreat any creature, regardless of what creature they are. Just show respect 100% all the time. Also becoming a role model as an adult. Because I learned respect from a very young age. It was instilled in me by discipline, by respecting my mom and my dad. It allows me to be a better role model for my kids and for other kids around me. As you all can see, I did enjoy my environment in which I grew up a lot. And so with that being said, let's go over what I talk about today. Today I discussed the environment. I discussed how the environment in which I grew up shaped me into the person I am as a whole. I also talk about how everyone can benefit by knowing the environment in which I grew up. And thirdly, I covered the environment in where I grew up and why it's so important. Is there any questions? Well, thank you so much for your time, and I just want to close with one question. I want you to think for a moment and tell me if it wouldn't be better if all of us as parents or as older brother or older sister came close and actually taught the younger ones about going outside and really enjoying the environment in which we grew up on as kids.